Pleasure to be here, and I will tell you, my dad wishes he was here. He had a small cardiac procedure this week, but to God be the glory, he's doing great at home. We're videoing for him right now, and right after this, we're taking it over so he can watch it. Okay, so Father Tony, right? Father Tony, we all know and we all love him. He's now in Lake Havasu. For the bishop's orders, and what my goal here, this short 10-15 minute presentation on this nonprofit 501c3 that we developed in order to honor his community in Nigeria. And it all starts, let me just show you, with his father. This is his father. This was the handout at his funeral, his father's funeral. Born in 1934, died in 2012. So picture this, right? I just want to create a vision of what we're talking about here. In his rural town of Nigeria, it's not like we're used to, homes and streets and things like that, right? It's rural. Dirt roads, someone who lives, a 7-minute walk that way, and the next town is like a 20-minute walk, right? And there's these community of villages. And imagine if you're sick and you got to go to the hospital. Well, guess where you have to go? You're going to have to get in your car, if you have one, and drive on a dirt road. Not a paved road, dirt road with potholes and different things, to Casa Grande, 50 miles away. Okay, just last week I took my dad to the hospital. He was in AFib, called the doctor. Doctor says, go to the hospital. I got him in the car, 5 minutes, I'm in the emergency room. 2 minutes later, they're in. To God be the glory, he's alive. Unfortunately, Mr. Okolo didn't make it. That's why Father Tony, has such a heart for healthcare. And this is what this is about honoring this man. Over the past 4 years, Father Tony's built 2 wells in his hometown. Each well costs $43,000 American dollars. Okay? Now, if you think about this, we have running water. Right there, anywhere you go, running water, no problem, okay? They not only don't have running water in their homes, some communities don't have running water. So what you have to do is build a well so that the community can go and get water to bathe, to wash your dishes, to cook, etc., etc. So my goal here is to give you a vision of what's possible. And what I hope you see at the end of this presentation, that there is no place in the world where your dollars will go farther than this nonprofit organization. And the reason why I say that is, first of all, there are no expenses. The websites, the brochures, the 501c3 formation, everything is paid by board members. Everything, 100%. There's nothing like, okay, what are the expenses? Take it off the top. No. 100% of the money goes straight to Nigeria. Matter of fact, Dan Troop, I just noticed you, Dan. Dan's one of our donors. 100% of the money goes straight to Nigeria. And my hope by the time you see this is not only is it the most easiest way to leverage your American dollar, but you're going to see how it's the most secure by the way we've set it up. So God bless John Okolo for this. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so what we started with when we did this, we got the land. and we had a celebration. And these first set of slides are the community coming together realizing that this is real. This isn't a pipe dream. We've already built 2 wells. And let me tell you something, where the community's coming together, we're feeding everybody. And we're signing over the papers, the land that was donated to Sunrise for World Dwellers, right? And I just want to start showing you slowly how this is a picture of the foundation being poured. This is the local priest blessing the foundation. Once again, the blessing the foundation. Can everyone see over there? Can you move this over a little bit? Boys, if you need to come over here, you can move right over here. Okay. Here's the beginning of the foundation. Everyone's coming together. The delivery of the actual foundation, like the blocks. Now, one thing I want to tell you, right? When you think of Nigeria, and I told Father Tony this, I said, Father, we got an uphill battle, okay? When you think of Nigeria, like an American thinks, where's my money going to go? Like, that's what I think, right? Where's my money going to go? First of all, I want to point out that we do not send money more than $10,000 at a time. Okay, so we do not, we've currently raised, which you'll see shortly, almost $100,000. But we won't send it all because of the government and the corruption and things like that. So we send $10,000 at a time after they detail, in a very detailed manner, express where they're going to use the money, right? And once we prove that it's working with pictures and videos and the work's been done, then we send the other 10,000, right? Here's an example of the land. As you can see at the very top, it's property of Sunrise for World Dwellers, right? The reason why we did that, we learned, we were getting coaching from great people. And one lady who was introduced to me by my dad, actually, who built many properties in Africa, they said, make sure it's deeded in the nonprofit, because what happens, it starts as a hotel or as a hospital, but then when things change, people die, it's not deeded forever. So it's deeded in the nonprofit's name, and we're talking 7 hectares. And this was donated to us, so we have plenty of land. Right? These are our board members, right? This is Ogbo. He is an advocate for us. Father Tony's known him for many, many years. This is Patrick Okolo, Father Tony's brother. Okay? Always on the site, always making sure it's happening. This is Emeka, our lawyer. Okay? Let me tell you how Catholic this guy is. On his Facebook page, it's a picture of the monstrance. Doesn't even have his name, he doesn't have his picture on it. It's the picture of the Blessed Sacrament, right? So when they are ready for funds, they give us a detailed letter explaining what they're going to do, right? Now, we don't do this because we don't trust them. Of course we trust them. But we do this because, frankly, we just want full transparency, right? Everyone's heard of the scams in Nigeria. This is not what's happening here. Everything is laid out exactly what it's going to cost, and then everything's verified with pictures. When we first gave the first money for the $10,000, they brought in an earth mover, and you can see this is the ruralness of the land, right? These rocks, I believe I have a picture here. These rocks are so big, humans can't move them. You need the earth movers to move them, right? That's how difficult it is to move this type of earth. And these are just some pictures that we were shown. You can see the foundation starting to be laid. This is Ogbo giving a report. And these are all Father Tony's childhood friends. That's the beauty, right? Little by little, the foundation starts going up, more and more. These are the workers, right? Once again, another detailed account of where the money's going to go. Once it's done, we send them the other money to do, right? I just share this with you to show with you how it's working, right? Now let me show you the actual campaign. So as you can see, you may not be able to see that, but the goal is to raise $381,000. Now, I just want to put this in perspective. You can build a hospital that's going to be good. I mean, we will serve approximately 3,000 people per month in this hospital. 3,000 people a month for $381 US, $81,000. Okay? Think about what this hospital would cost in America. I mean, 10 times it? 20 times? I don't know, but like significantly. So $381,000. Excuse me for 1 second. Currently, we've raised $91,482. Okay? My point is, we are in action. This property is being built, and there is no doubt this is going to get done. Okay? Father Tony estimates it's about 3,000 people a month it will serve, right? So if I take my calculator, 3,000 people a month, each year it'll serve 36,000 people. 36,000 people, okay? Let's think conservatively that this hospital will be here for 10 years. It'll be here a lot longer than that, but let's just pretend it's 10 years, right? It's 360,000 people that we will impact with this hospital. If you take 360,000 people divided by the cost of $381,000, 94 cents is what it takes, right? So for every dollar you give, you're impacting a life. And that was the one thing that Father Tony said, which I love. And this is actually from Dr. John Dyke Ogbono. He says hundreds and possibly thousands of lives will be saved each year simply because of the access to healthcare. So let me share with you what we did for you. I have two forms here, right? I have this Urugu Hospital Project form, gives you all the details. And then I have this donation page, right? Now we can do one of two things. You can give a one-time donation, right, of whatever you feel comfortable. And it's fantastic, and thank you for that, right? Also, if it works for you, monthly donations would be fantastic. I mean, it'd be fantastic, right? I mean, whether that's $25 a month, $100 a month, $1,000 a month, it doesn't, whatever fits your budget and whatever the Holy Spirit is touching you at this moment. Because let me tell you, 100% of the money will go to the hospital. And then the reason why we ask for emails and your information, because we're going to feed you information on what's happening, right? We want to feed you and let you know that your money is being used properly and effectively. And then, of course, it goes without saying, this is a 501c3 registered with the federal government. It's a full tax deduction. So there is, it's full tax deduction on your tax return. So do you guys have any questions for me regarding this or regarding what we're doing? Yes, sir.
I see you've got the physical part well laid out. How about the staffing, doctors and nurses? Where are you going to get them from?
So what's happening, and this is what they're anticipating, right? So what happens is, once we start laying the foundation, immediately kids, seniors in school, people in studying, they're like, I want to be a part of the hospital, right? So what they're anticipating are all the people from the surrounding communities will come apply for the jobs. They're not worried at all about the staffing and that concern. But it's a great question. Great question. Yeah, please.
How many bed hospital is it?
It's going to be a 22-bed hospital. Matter of fact, let me give you the exact stats. 22 beds, 15 rooms, 4 wings, and a courtyard. And this is the actual, going to be the layout if anyone wants to see it. And you know, it really is amazing, I gotta tell you, experiencing this, how quickly they can move, these guys. I mean, it's not like America with the permitting process and stuff like that. I mean, I couldn't believe that they were pouring the foundation literally weeks after we sent the money, right? So, what other questions? Sir, please.
Being in such an obscure location, where's the power coming from to sustain this operation?
You know, that's a great question. I'm gonna have to ask Father Tony that. I don't know. It's a good question.
What's the question?
Where's the power coming from for it, huh? Electricity. Good question. I'll find out. Tom, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna use generators.
Oh, they're gonna use generators?
Yeah,
Okay.
it says over here 43,000
Oh.
is dedicated to
Thank you.
generators.
You know what? Thank you. Sir, 43,000 for generators. Thank you, Tom. Thank you. Thank you. Right. What else? Any other questions? Sir?
Who would be the architect on this, sir?
You know what? This was the architect and the design of the build was done before I got involved. I'm not sure, but it's from the people of Nigeria who are doing it all. Yeah. What other questions?
What's powering the generators?
What's powering generators? I would guess gasoline. Yeah. Sir.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how did you get involved?
Sure. So, like, I'm a parishioner here at OLPH. I have 5 kids, and 2 years ago, we were having my daughter Emma. Emma, can you come up here? Emma had her sixth birthday coming up. No, it was 6. It was 6. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago. And after Mass, she ran up to Father Tony and said, "Would you come to my birthday party?" And he said yes. And I was like, "Okay, thanks so much." And I never thought ever like he would come. I mean, not that I wouldn't believe he'd come, but I just never thought about it. Right? The next week, "Would you come to my birthday party?" He said, "Yes, I told you I'd come." Right? And, okay, see you later, right? And that Saturday, my dad happened to be at Mass, and Father Tony said Mass. And he said, "Where's your son's house? Like, I need the address to go to Emma's birthday party." And he shows up. So we have like 30 kids, family, and Father Tony shows up. I'm like, what? This is interesting. I didn't expect this, right? So that started the friendship, right? And 2 years later, we're already $100,000 in for this hospital. To God be the glory. So thank you, Emma. Thank you.
Would it be a Catholic hospital, it's not the priest at the foundation laying and everything else, or is it gonna be a secular hospital, or what's the Catholic population?
Yeah, you know what? That's another great question that I'll find out. I believe it's a secular, it's for everybody. It's gonna be open to everybody. We don't have it named, the hospital named yet, right? That is something that, you know, by the way, you can sponsor rooms, you can sponsor wings, you can sponsor all these things and honor your family. We don't have that done yet, so we don't know at this point.
One other thing, I like in Uganda, the Catholic, the main bank in Uganda is run by the Catholic Church.
Oh, okay.
And I was wondering how powerful or what, how powerful is the Catholic Church in that area
Yeah.
and keeping things running and.
It's a very good question. If Father Tony was here, he could answer that. I don't know. I do know that Nigerian is very, very Catholic. I do know that. I just don't know that from that perspective.
Well, it's trusted by the people.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Especially right now, what's happening in Nigeria. There's a lot of unrest there. Matter of fact, we needed to get our the cement mixers. Right now, we're laying we got the foundation. We're laying the floor, concrete floor. We had to wait 2 weeks to get the cement mixers in to Ruvu. We just got them there. But part of the reason was the unrest. The unrest was so bad that the government shut it down for a 24-hour curfew. Like, you couldn't leave your house. So we couldn't move things. But the beauty is our funds are protected.